This is your Sports Boys, and today we'll have another NBA mock draft. It'll be our final one before draft day, which is tomorrow, and we got a special guest. We got Chris, my dad.
Okay, here we go. I actually drew the first pick of the draft, and I will go with the consensus. I'm going to go with Victor Wembanyama for the San Antonio Spurs. This is their third first-round draft pick in the last many years. The first two worked out great for them. I'm not sure that Victor will be the same, but like all number one picks, we all have high expectations.
Yep. And now I have the second, and I'm going to be taking Scoot Henderson. Probably not what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying Brandon Miller, but I have them taking Scoot Henderson. I think him and LaMelo, they'll pair together well. I just can't see the Hornets skipping out on such great talent.
All right, here we go with the number 3 pick. I'm going to select Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is a 6'9" wing player. He's got some great shooting touch. He's very athletic, can get to the hole. Comparisons, I don't know, maybe Rudy Gay in his prime, Danny Granger.
Okay, those are some interesting comparisons. And then at 4, I'm going to have to take Amen Thompson. I just think he's way too athletic. There is a few worries with his shooting, but him and his brother both have those worries. But I just think with the athleticism and the flashy passing, there's no way you can skip out on him at 4. Okay, before you pick with the 5th pick, I'd like to offer you a trade. The 6th pick and the 11th pick from the Orlando Magic.
I'll take that trade. That sounds like a great deal to me.
Okay. And the pick that I traded for, the 5th pick, I'll be taking Cam Whitmore. He's got great size. He's got size that could be good for the NBA already without any development, and not a great shooter, but I think with his ability to score on defenders inside will make him a great fit at 5.
All right, with the 6th pick for the Orlando Magic, I'm going to take Anthony Black. He is a 6'7" combo guard with really good skills at all 3 stat categories: points, almost 13 points a game, rebounds, 5 rebounds a game, and 4 assists. So I think this was a real steal. I probably would have taken him at 5 anyway. I ended up getting him at 6 and an extra pick.
I guess we both got what we wanted in that trade. Alrighty, so now I have the 7th pick, and I'd be crazy not to select Ausar Thompson. Very much alike his brother. Not a great shooter, but he's still got that height, great athleticism. Could eventually turn out to be even better than his brother, and I wanted to take him at 4, but I'm going to take him at 7. So,
all right, here we go with the 8th pick of the draft. The Washington Wizards will select Jarence Walker. Jarence Walker played for Houston. He was a pretty good scorer, a really good rebounder. He does have the ability to make some decent passes.
now for the Utah Jazz at number 9. I'm going to select Bilal Coulibaly. I don't know if that's how you say it, but he is very tall. He was really good with Victor Wembanyama, and his draft stock has just been trending up and trending up. And I think he would be a perfect fit for the Utah Jazz to develop him, make him an incredible player in the league.
All right, with the 10th pick, I'm going to choose Tyler Hendricks. He's a 6'9" power forward out of Central Florida. All right, with the 11th pick, the Orlando Magic will select Derek Lively. Orlando hasn't been in the playoffs for many years. I think that Derek's going to give them the size and strength that they need to go with Paulo Banchero, and this will be a year that the Orlando Magic finally make the playoffs again.
Wow, that's a bold prediction, but we'll have to see. All right, so I have the 12th pick, and I will be selecting Grady Dick.
All right, with the 13th pick, the Toronto Raptors are going to select somebody that is under 6'8", which is not very common for them. They're going to go with Kobe Buckhin. Kobe is a true point guard. I think he can make a real difference. He's got a nice shooting stroke. Great teammate out of the University of Michigan.
With the 14th pick, I'll be selecting Jalen Hood-Schifino. He'll be a much-needed point guard for New Orleans, and I think that he'll bring a big impact to their team and give them the playmaking that they need.
All right, with the last pick in the lottery, I will select Keynote George for the Atlanta Hawks. He's a 6'4" shooting guard out of Baylor.
With the 16th pick, I'll be selecting Cason Wallace, who is also a great point guard and should definitely not be slept on.
All right, with the 17th pick, the Los Angeles Lakers will select G.G. Jackson. This is a real stretch, but we're the Lakers and we're better than everyone else. We'll develop G.G. under LeBron and hopefully never win anything ever again.
With the 18th pick, I have the Heat selecting Leonard Miller, a really solid player, and I'm really high on him, so that's why I drafted him here. I was thinking about Jordan Hawkins, but I think he's a better fit here.
All right, with the 19th pick for the Golden State Warriors, we're going to go ahead and take a chance on Nick Smith. Even though he's been injured, he was selected to be a high draft pick. And with Steph and the rest of the Warriors, he should make us champions one more time.
With the 20th pick, I have the Houston Rockets selecting Jet Howard. He's a really tall, solid point guard who I'm pretty sure will be able to help their team.
With the 21st pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Noah Clowney, 6'10", power forward from the University of Alabama.
With the 22nd pick, I will be selecting Bryce Sensabaugh, potentially the best shooter in this draft, and I think it'll be much needed for the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, with the 23rd pick, the Portland Trailblazers select Jordan Hawkins out of UConn University, 6'5", shooting guard.
If I would have knew he was still on the board, I would have took him for sure, but with the 24th pick, I have the Sacramento Kings selecting Colby Jones, who averaged 15 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game. I just could not let him slip out of the first round.
All right, with the 25th pick, I'm going to select Chris Murray out of Iowa. He's a 6'9", small forward. With Jaw's suspension coming up, hopefully they can stick around until he gets back and make the playoffs one more time.
Okay, with the 26th pick, I will be selecting Tariq Whitehead, a small forward out of Duke who is 6'6", 217 pounds, put up 8 points a game, and pretty solid three-point shooter, which I think will be helpful for the Indiana Pacers to hopefully get them to be a contending team for the playoffs.
All right, with the 27th pick, the Charlotte Hornets, no longer owned by Michael Jordan, will go ahead and select Ryan Rupert out of France. This is the third player out of France to go. Victor's already carrying these guys.
With the 28th pick for the Utah Jazz, I'll be selecting small forward Max Maxwell Lewis, who is a 6'7", 207-pound beast. He put up 17 points per game, had 5 rebounds a game, and 2.8 assists. There is a little bit of worry about his three-point shooting, but for the 28th pick, I think this is a steal.
All right. With the 29th pick, the Indiana Pacers select Ben Shepherd.
Okay, with the last pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers will select Brandon Podimski, who is a 6'5" shooting guard, or just a guard in general. Very solid player who averaged about 22 points and 4.1 assists per 40 minutes, which is ridiculous. I can't believe he fell this far, and that's who I'm selecting with the last pick in the NBA draft. I don't see him sliding this far, but if he does, that's who's going.
All right. I want to thank Casey for letting me help out with this mock draft the day before the real draft. We're looking forward to the big draft party tomorrow night. And
I mean, we needed the good old sports analyst to be here for it, so of course. As always, this was your Sports Boys over and out.